The Blame Game: How the Versailles Treaty Opened the Door for a Dictator to Come to Power in Germany. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended World War I, blamed Germany for all of the death and destruction of the war, even though Germany was not allowed to attend the peace conference. Because of this, Germany was forced to meet the following demands. First, they had to pay back France for the destruction of their coal mines. Germany would give up control of their coal mines in the Saar region for 15 years. After that, a plebiscite would take place to see which nation would control the region. The region of Alsace-Lorraine, which the Germans had won in the Franco-Prussian War in 1871, would be given back to France. Germany was forced to give up all of the colonies they had in Africa and Asia. Germany had to reduce the size of its army to no more than 100,000 men, with soldiers having to stay for a minimum of 12 years and officers for 25 years. The Rhineland, an area along the Rhine River between Germany and France, was to be demilitarized, meaning no weapons were allowed and no forts could be built. Germany was not allowed to trade weapons and were limited to the amount of weapons, ships, tanks, and aircraft they could have. Germany was forced to pay reparations amounting to 20 billion gold marks, which was the currency of Germany, or the equivalent of $5 billion in gold, commodities, or other forms of currency. Germany and Austria were forbidden from reuniting without the permission of the League of Nations. If Germany did not accept all of these provisions, the Allied powers would have the permission of the League of Nations to cross the Rhine River and start the war over again. The government that ran Germany after the war and was forced to accept all of these things was called the Weimar Republic. They were forced to try and meet all of these demands, especially the reparations, without any way to make money to be able to pay them back. The economy of Germany fell into chaos, with hyperinflation now taking hold of the country, because the only way the government could pay off the debt was to print money. In 1919, before the reparations were in full effect, each US dollar was equal to 4.2 German marks. By 1923, only 4 years later, that same US dollar was equal to 4.2 trillion German marks. People who had saved money in banks or were living on some kind of pension or disability check went bankrupt. Germans were forced to bring wheelbarrows full of money to buy a loaf of bread.